Shit,
No, you don't think. Of course, you don't think that. I think you're gay.
That's fine.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. After the Puff stuff, cause let me say this. I've never heard you say one thing bad about Jay-Z. Not one.
He's not in the room. You shouldn't talk about it.
Don't tell me what to do. I said it in your face. I don't care if you say I'm broke.
And I think you're broke in your face.
And I think you're broke. I don't care. That doesn't hurt my feelings what another girl thinks.
Girl, y'all better grab a seat for this one because Dame Dash just brought the drama back to the Breakfast Club. So this was his first time on the show since that infamous 2015 interview where he and Charlamagne the God went head to head over how the music business should be run, especially when it comes to ownership and loyalty. And let's just say, it's clear neither of them has moved on. What started off as a chill convo about Dame's new ventures quickly turned into a fiery back and forth that had everybody talking. And y'all, not only did Dame Dash expose Charlamagne for being on the DL, but he also exposed him for having a crush on Jay-Z. So is Charlamagne really on the DL? Grab a seat and let's break it down. Okay, y'all, here's the backstory because Dame Dash has been all over the headlines lately. It all began when it was reported that he filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. According to court documents, Dame is sitting on only about $4,350 in assets while drowning in a whopping $25 million in debt. And yeah, this is the same Dame who once co-owned Roc-A-Fella Records. So you can imagine the surprise. But the drama didn't stop there. Joshua Weber and the production company Muddy Water Pictures quickly came for him, accusing Dame of using the bankruptcy filing as a slick move to dodge paying what he owes. Most of his debt, around $19 million in unpaid taxes, plus more than $4.8 million in court judgments that Muddy Water won against him for copyright infringement and defamation. Now listen, some of the accusations Muddy Water Pictures threw at Dame Dash were wild. So of course, Dame had to pull up to the Breakfast Club to set the record straight. The interview kicked off with Charlamagne asking Dame about 50 Cent's claims of buying the rights to Dame's classic movie, Paid in Full, and how he plotted to flip it into a TV series. Dame straight up denied 50 Cent's claims, and just take a listen to what Dame had to say.
Yeah, right. He's capping. So I talk a different language than most people. I'm a boss. So number one, there is no rights to be bought. So I knew he was trolling. I did answer it. I just told you. He's capping.
So he didn't get the rights to it.
How would no one has the rights. Who are you going to buy the rights from? I wasn't planning on making Paid in Full about those people. Again, I was making my Paid in Full. And, you don't have to buy the rights. I was actually there. So 50 trolls.
At this point, things were definitely heating up between Charlamagne and Dame Dash, both of them talking over each other and throwing little jabs. And y'all know there's already history there. Remember Dame's infamous 2015 Breakfast Club visit? He and Charlamagne clashed hard over how the music game should be run, especially when it came to ownership and loyalty. So honestly, it felt like neither of them ever really let that beef go. DJ Envy jumped in and basically took control of the interview. Then Charlamagne straight up asked Dame why he decided to file for bankruptcy. Dame broke it down, saying he's on the hook for about $30 million and pretty much has no assets left other than what's sitting in his family office because liens have frozen his personal accounts. To keep that family office protected, Dame said he went for a Chapter 7 filing to stop folks like attorney Christopher Brown from coming after him for even more money.
Most companies aren't owned like rich people or rich families. They don't put anything in their name. They build their family office. So I filed because, again, I've had $20 million, 30 of taxes, but they don't bother me because in order to have $30 million means you made a lot. Mm-hmm. So in order to pay it back, I can't get a job to pay it back. I got to keep investing until I could pay it back. Nothing could be in my name. They put liens on all my accounts. So I filed because that guy, Chris Brown, has been suing me. And I was going to make a bunch of very major family...
People listen, he's not talking about the artist and the singer Chris Brown. Right. Because people will think that.
And I didn't mind you interrupting me to do that.
I apologize, but I wanted to clear things up.
I appreciate that. So every time I was launching something with my family office, he sent a letter saying that, I'd owe the money, but it was my family office. But it muddies the waters.
Now, this is where the drama really popped off. After revealing the reason why he had to file for bankruptcy, Dame Dash spilled the tea on how he's the brand new chairman of Revolt TV and how he was even eyeing a full takeover. He also claimed to have negotiated a 25-episode deal for his podcast, Bosses Take Losses, and plans to upload everything to Revolt. But just as Dash was making his big announcement, Charlamagne cut in and straight up said Dash doesn't deserve to be the chairman of the Black-owned network.
About to make some major announcements. You want to hear one?
Sure.
I'm now the chairman of Revolt right now, and I also I have 15.
You don't deserve to be the chairman.
I got you. So I'm now the chairman of Revolt with a pathway. You see, because he wants to trigger me, and I want you to acknowledge that. So I'm now Cam's boss, the chairman of Revolt with a pathway to acquisition. I've been trying to buy Revolt.
How do we know this is not Cap? We ain't see this on deadline.
Can you stop yelling? Can you stop interrupting me, please?
Dame was heated. He started throwing shade at Charlamagne and DJ Envy, bragging about how he's way richer, way more plugged in, and has folks out here owing him favors.
Every day, your whole life, and you're not making no money?
Nope.
And
Like you, Dan.
No, you're not like me.
What you mean? You say you don't have.
Do you have a
you say you
family
don't make a lot
office?
of money.
I bet my house is bigger than yours. I bet all my houses are bigger than you. I bet I have a better.
How old are you,
Stop.
man?
Now it's how old are you?
This is embarrassing.
You're embarrassed. Yeah, because
Come on, Dan.
I got you. I'd like to see your view. Can you show me your view right now? Do you live in front of water?
View my house?
Yeah. A view of what you see when you relax, when you're not here every day.
But the real gag, Charlamagne and the crew clocked that Dame was big mad and decided to keep their cool and sip the drama like tea, even though you could tell they were low-key, uncomfortable the whole time. But just when you thought the Breakfast Club showdown couldn't get any wilder, Dame Dash dropped a bomb that had the whole studio gasping. He accused Charlamagne of being on the DL and encouraged him to come out of the closet about his sexuality.
That is not masculine. And a woman, do you think he's masculine? Would you want this man around you if 10 guys jumped you? He'd run, and you'd have to run with him. I like my women to feel safe when they're around me. I don't tell people, and I'm not saying that's your way, but you're just not masculine. I've seen him run. I looked at a whole reel of, there's like a thing that says how many people bark. There's stuff that how many times you talk about other people's genitals. You real masculine men don't do that. You said that some guys was throwing you kisses because they liked your paws butt, and you went back. That's gay.
Why do you have such a problem with gay
I don't have a problem. I have a problem with you. Wait. No. Yeah, that is why I pause. There's a lot of people like you.
That's crazy.
There's a lot of people like you that are gay that pretend they're not. And that's not fair because you're running around. Stop. You're here.
Now Dame doubled down on the allegation by hinting that Charlamagne's hidden partner might be Jay-Z. Now, even though he didn't call names the way the conversation was going, we all could see where it was heading, coupled with the fact that he alleged that Jay-Z was paying Charlamagne to disrupt him. Charlamagne definitely wasn't about to let Dame get the last word. He clapped back, trolling Dame for allegedly owing people money, and even told him to go start Debt Jam Records.
You do.
You're contradicting
Your
yourself.
whole existence is money and material things. That's why now that you don't
Your
have
whole
it,
existence
you're
is
trying
gay.
to prove to everybody that you do.
Your whole existence is gay.
Yours is
It sounds like you've been paid to do what you're doing. You should be objective on the radio.
You need to get paid to do something. Then you wouldn't be in debt. Debt Dash. That's his new name. You should start a new label called Debt Jam. That's what you should do.
Not a fake laugh. Nobody's checking for that.
The internet went wild after this. Charlamagne started catching rumors that he was on the DL, and folks even began whispering that Jay-Z might be his secret boo. Why? Because during the interview, Dame threw some serious shade, accusing Charlamagne of never saying a single bad thing about Hov. But you know, the Breakfast Club doesn't let anybody slide. So when Charlamagne fact-checked Dame and refused to let him just talk nonsense, Dame tried to flip it by hinting he was on the DL. And girl, the backlash on Dame for that messy accusation came fast. And speaking of getting fact-checked, the internet wasted no time. Just hours after that interview dropped, Dame got called out for straight-up capping about being Revolt's chairman. Twitter user Lauren LaRosa came through with the receipts, boldly tweeting that Dame was not the chairman of Revolt. And instead of admitting he lied about being the chairman of Revolt, Dame Dash wrote, Charlamagne, I would advise you not to make up phony sources without real names saying that anything I said was not true, or we will have a legal problem. Don't try to compromise my reputation. I have proof to support everything I say that will stand up in any court. After Charlamagne called him out and basically exposed the truth about that Revolt deal, saying the network was planning to make an announcement just 24 hours after the interview, Dame had to clear the air. He explained that his chairman role wasn't exactly what folks thought. According to Dame, it was more of an honorary title meant to last just a month, not an actual executive position with real power. He wrote, here goes all the BS. I'm the chairman for the month. If I acquire, I will be the official chairman. Please stop playing with words and just take your L. I'm not gonna lie. It really feels like Dame Dash is living in his own little bubble. Like getting fact-checked on a radio show shouldn't have set him off like that. Honestly, it just seemed like Dame's real beef with Charlamagne came from his obvious love for Jay-Z. And y'all already know Dame and Hov haven't been cool for years. But calling Charlamagne out and tossing around DL accusations just because he had a different opinion, yeah, that was definitely not it. Dame Dash calling out Charlamagne, the god, for being on the DL had fans talking, and they left comments saying, Dame Dash is a man who is embittered and mournful over the fact that his ex-friend became what he strived to be, which is a successful international businessman. He always wanted to be seen as legit and more than a hustler. However, now he's seen a joke and it's eating him alive. Dame Dash is just a product of his environment. Harlem guys don't do nothing but talk fast and have an overinflated view of themselves. That's really just a delusion. The forgotten stepchild living in the shadow of Brooklyn. Them people always do too much with too little. I'm sorry. I'm listening to this interview with Dame Dash on The Breakfast Club and the fact he trying to say somebody is gay because their job field and because they don't like confrontation is insane. So do you think Charlamagne was really on the DL as Dame Dash alleges? Or do you think Dame was just being petty? Let me know what you think in the comments, then check out this next video.